How did you feel about the lesson that you taught this afternoon?
I felt confident that the kids were able to get the gist of the lesson, just the beginning part. They need more understanding, so that means that it's more lesson planning based on the 8 planets and how it's relative to the sun.
Okay. Did you think the lesson or the content was a little bit above or right at their level?
I believe it was above their level, but I have a problem with making sure that all my students are able to think deeper and to understand maybe something that's over their head, and I can bring it down to their level. Because learning about the planets, kids really learn about that in 5th and 6th grade, but I wanted to expose them to it earlier, so when they get in 5th and 6th grade, that it's not foreign to them.
Okay. About what percentage were the students able to catch on? I mean, because I know we have a diversity of students in our class.
So I had an exit ticket at the end, and with the exit ticket, with the active vote, the kids were able to get, let me say, 80% out of the 10 questions.
That's good. That's really good. What other methods did you use? Did you use any kind of jingles or anything to help them remember the planets, or did you just use the visual?
Yes, I can use the visual. I also use the acronym, so they were able to write the acronym down so they can remember which the position of the planets as a relative to the sun.
Okay. And then as far as the visual, what did you use as far as that?
Visual, I used the book. I also use the little cartoon, the Magic School Bus, where they talk about the planets.
Okay. And did you slow it down to show them? I mean, did you stop the video, talk about it, or did you just let it go straight on through?
Or we stopped at certain parts when they talked about different planets. So I wanted them to write down that this planet, Neptune, is the characteristic of this planet, Jupiter, and Saturn. Because I'm thinking ahead, because I want to do a Venn diagram where they compare, 2 planets that they're choosing and compare them. So that gives them a better understanding, and they have ownership of which, of learning about the planets.
Do you plan on moving this forward to like a project or a performance space where they're making something like a diorama or some type of art project as a class, or it's just individual students?
Individual. Normally, when I'm teaching the planets, I normally have kids do most wanted signs for a type of planet, so that way they could know the planet more in depth. Or also, I was thinking maybe doing a diorama that they can do by themselves, individually.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I think that's really, I had some visuals you could use.
Oh, okay.
And that'll help them out as well. Do you plan on continuing this till the next time, or are you going to let this just be a little taste?
I was going to continue to work on the planets. Maybe in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, that sounds good. And this is doing science. Do you plan on integrating into the reading?
Yes, definitely. Reading. Well, that's why I read the book, The Magic School Bus, to them. I wish I had copies of the book for each kid, but it's easy for me to pull an article from the Discovery Zone channel and just have and print them out for each kid.
Okay, that sounds great. And I think we still have something in our Scholastic too that might address that as well. How many minutes did I have?
How many minutes did you?
3.
Okay. All right. So, as far as the kids, what would you do next now?
My next step is to teach deeper about the planets. I want my lessons to have them compare the 2 planets.
Go ahead.
To compare the next 2 planets.
Okay, and if you do the compare and contrast, are you going to do it on one of those comparison matrix, or are you going to do it on a smaller scale?
First, since having all individual learners, I want to do the Venn diagram, and then I want to use the comparison matrix.
Okay. How have your children done with that comparison matrix?
They're doing well with the comparison matrix. They're doing well with the comparison matrix. They like it, and they now know that it taps into their higher order thinking.
Okay, that sounds really good.
Mackenzie.
So now,
4 minutes.
all right. So as far as your next steps, you're going to do the compare and contrast. You're going to do the